What is up, Coffee Talk? Woo! It is Makeup Monday. I'm gonna make something new here. It is Makeup Monday. Let's make it up for the bad stuff we did over the weekend. So today's Coffee Talk is about, what do you do when you fall off the wagon? Let's go ahead and get into it right here with a little bit of dance break. Hey, welcome. I want to dive right into it. I want to have enough time to talk about it. I already posted the workout this morning. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We're down here in Miami, and it looked like, I don't know what's up with this hurricane Isaiah, I believe. Just like rain and cloudy and lightning and then sunny. And then rainy and cloudy and lightning and sunny. Like typical Miami. So I don't know what to say. Anyway, what's up? Welcome to Coffee Talk. Here we go. It's 9:02. I don't see anybody on here. Hey, Don Shaw's on here. What's up? Welcome. All right, so let's kind of get into it because Good morning, everyone. So kind of talking about, what do you do? Yeah, I got you. I see you. Just after 9 o'clock, I want to kind of fall into a nice, healthy, what's up, Cheryl? A conversation about what happens when you guys screw up. What happens when we, fall off the wagon? What happens when you fall off the wagon mentally, physically, emotionally? A lot of talk lately about, what's a lot of mental health going on right now. A lot of mental health, even with people that are super close to me that I would have never even kind of picked up that there was a lot of emotional, what's up, Cheryl? A lot of emotional, Lynn, what's up? A lot of emotional stuff going on, but I realized that kind of how I live my life and how I set myself apart from a lot of stuff is that I spend a lot of time alone, and I spend a lot of time going through all of the things that I need to work on for myself. But I want to get into just basically how to get back on track with just the things that we do and all the basic, I tell my clients all the time, I'm like, listen, we're going to fall down 9, you're going to get up 10. And when you are disciplined, our word actually this past week was discipline. Our new word, well, I shouldn't even tell you because we're going to be talking about it in Zoom tonight. Good morning. My glass is going crazy. But we talk about when we're prepared. Sunday is always meal prep. And I get the group super organized about meal prep and saying, hey, let's go to the grocery store. Let's get everything organized so that we don't make mistakes during the week. So the mistakes that you're making, what are they? Are you drinking alcohol over the weekend or on the weekend or during the week? When you buy alcohol, what are you saying to yourself? I think that a lot of people use alcohol, especially, I don't want to say people that if you're out in a social environment, there are more people out there, pay attention, there are more people out there that are introverts and they're using alcohol to actually go out and socialize. If I don't use alcohol, I'm never going to meet anybody. If I don't use alcohol, I'm never going to talk to anybody. If I don't use alcohol, my whole game is just me on the wall. So there's a whole social anxiety behind going out and being yourself without alcohol and never connecting. And that's really just a bunch of crap, I think. I think that, I'm an introvert. but I also hide behind a kind of an extroverted like personality that I don't really care. I like going out and meeting people. I like going out and talking to people. I love talking about people about themselves because that's the easiest thing for me to do. Like, I hate talking about myself. It's like get into like this, oh, there she is talking about all of the amazing things she's done, which I have. And I love my life. I love what I've done. I love what I've accomplished. But then I'm also like, I bore myself with that. I'd rather talk about the people that I'm around. Talk about people. Because nobody loves to talk about themselves more than other people. So if you're using alcohol is like that I fell off the wagon kind of thing. And or I can't stop drinking alcohol. Or I get a lot of, oh, well, I'm not going to do your diet program if I have to give up alcohol. I'm like, wow, sounds like you have a drinking problem. Sounds like you have a discipline problem. Sounds like you just don't have your life priorities in order because alcohol is so devastating. And it's actually, you ever been around people that drink and 1 drink, 2 drink, okay, 3 drink, 4 drink, just like obnoxious, just like stupid. Like people that drink all the time and sloppy and they don't even know they're sloppy. And knowing that the alcohol, I kind of say the same thing about eating cakes or desserts or cookies and things like that. Like if the taste of a cake in that one bite, if we can agree that that same taste is 10 bites in, why do we have to eat so much cake? So we're chasing a flavor, we're chasing a taste, we're chasing that, repetitive like satisfaction over and over and over and over. That's where gambling addiction or alcohol or drug addiction or, pornography or any of these, like I'm chasing that over and over and over. So when you're looking at, where did I fall off the wagon? What is it that you're doing? Are you overeating? Or did you buy a bunch of food that you knew was not going to be good for you, ate it anyway, and now you're trying to scramble back, those 5 pounds that you ate, or that all that alcohol you drank, or all those cookies you ate, or all that money you spent, like throwing away time, throwing away energy, throwing away your health. And your Monday makeup. Let's try to wipe it out on Monday. And that's where we try to get organized with my clients. And I say, hey, you know what? Listen, if I don't do bad things, then I don't have to pay this emotional price. Right? I don't have to pay these emotional prices for the alcohol that I ate. I don't have to pay this emotional price for all of the, now my favorite. Oh, I'm going to just run it off. Or tomorrow I've got, I'm going to, crush it in the gym and burn those calories off. When we think about it, like if we have to burn off those calories, 1 pound is 3,500 calories. So you have to go through a 3,500 calorie deficit during the week. So you've got to like peel back 500 calories per day in a deficit to get back that 1 pound. Now that was 5 pounds of junk, right? You jumped on the scale and you're like, how did I go up so much? Because remember, your body doesn't understand. Your body has no concept of garbage in your body. So in order for it to process it, it will hang out and I'll use some of the energy because food is energy, right? And then I'll store it because this is like crap. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how do I process it, right? So I'm just going to go stick it over here on my butt. Right? Or here, I'm going to go stick it on my waistline, or I'm going to go stick it on my neck or my arms, right? And then you keep doing that over and over and over. And every week is the same. Friday night, let's go out and party. Friday and Saturday, let's go out and party. I'll crush it in the gym on Saturday. My favorite also are people like, oh, thanks, Lynn. What's up? My favorite are people that tell me all the time, they're like, I'm going to go to the sauna and I'm going to sweat it out. What a bunch of bullshit. Who taught you guys that? Who started that nonsense? There's no such thing as going to the sun. Sweat what out? Sweat is not toxins, people. Not how it works. Like your liver processes, your kidneys process, right? So why are we lying to ourselves and going, I'm going to have 1 glass of wine? And you know it's not 1 glass because 1 glass is usually a bottle for most of you. And I'm not bashing you guys. Listen, you guys want to drink. But don't turn around and be like, oh, I'm gonna drink and then I'm gonna go run it off. Like, wow. It's like chasing your tail. Nobody wants to give up alcohol. Nope. Like little babies. Like, and then you roll around Monday morning and you're like, wow, I keep stacking and packing on weight. And I keep stacking and packing on weight. Little by little, I keep stacking and packing on weight. And then the body starts understanding that we think we can turn back the hands of time. Let me work out. Let me be healthy. You know, let me try to do like some magical mystery, concoction on my face. And then not realizing that the internal organs are so stressed out and your insides are old and getting older. But because we've been abusing them for so long, right? We're chasing down the exterior, right? We're looking in the mirror and going, I want to change the way I look in the mirror, which is so weird at times. Because I'm like, well, you got to start from the inside, because it's what you're putting on the inside. I'm eating, right? I'm eating all of this junk, yet I'm trying to run it off. Wait, stop eating the junk, and then you don't have to run it off or chase it down that way. And actually, the body will rebalance itself. The body will naturally rebalance itself once you start putting really, really, really good stuff into your body and you start refueling like superfoods. I just jam superfoods inside my body. And I'm looking now, I just trademarked a term, I'll throw it out at you guys, like muscle is the new Botox. I just trademarked it because I realized like muscle is the new Botox, and not all of us are looking at how to build muscle. Most of us are looking at how do I look better? And it's like your face. And I'm like, no, it's not your fucking face. Like, be happy with your face. And I don't mind the Botox. I don't. Because I also look at my body at 57 and go, my face and my body needs to match. There needs to be a fine line. And you see these women that are out there, and I promise you, if you guys live in Miami and you know what I'm talking about, you see women with, 40s, 50s, listen, and even 30-year-olds that are doing so much plastic surgery, so much cosmetic augmentation that they look old. Like the 30-year-olds look 50 because of all the crap they're doing to their faces. And it's like all of the fakeness also ages you. I'm like, there's no like that aesthetic natural beauty. And then you see a 40 or 50-year-old getting to a certain age and they're putting all their time and energy from their neck up, and their bodies are just bags of bones, And whatever monumental excuses, this is Makeup Monday, and this is how do I get back on track. Also thinking like, oh, I've gotten to a certain point. I woke up and I looked down at my body and I'm like, your injuries are exponential, because like, one little injury just turns into something crazy. And it's like, you're tying your shoes, and all of a sudden you're like, your back is broken. Oh, my knees. Oh, my this, my that, my this, my that. And it happens to me. And then you're looking at that person going, yeah, but you're just like skinny fat. You're skinny fat. So many chicks in Miami, skinny fat. And you won't pick up a weight to save your life. You have become like with the mindset of like, you're like incapable. Like incapable. Instead of saying, I need to be functionally fit for the rest of my life. Can we just start that new trend? Can we just start it? Well, I've been doing it my whole life, but that's my mission statement for you guys. Stop trying to look physically, like cosmetically better. Put that energy in, that's fine. Go do the Botox, because some of y'all need it too. Some of y'all need to like work on your faces as well. Like, there are just simple things that you can do, you know, and just really like, and go all natural. Fine, cool. But muscle is the new Botox. Muscle is the new Botox. When you look physically healthy, strong, especially in my females that are like just withering away, and you're still dieting, and you're older and you're just like dieting, like I can't eat that because it's too fattening. I'm like, fuck, stop. I don't want to lift weights because and there's just a laundry list. And when you bring up, I don't want to lift weights because I don't want to look like a man, it's like, you know, that's insulting for a man, first of all. Because I don't want to look like a man. What's wrong with looking like a man? There's like not a lot of difference, because there's some pretty boys out there. So you're like generalizing that, and there are a lot of skinny guys out there that I'm like, bro, get your ass in the gym. Put some muscle on that body. Or I see fat boys out there. Or my favorite is a guy that'll wear a t-shirt and he's covering this big old belly. You can't even see that shit, right? And then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, oh, wow, what's that? You're not getting away with it. You're not getting away with bad health. None of you are. Not one person is getting away with bad health, shitty eating habits, drinking all the time, still doing drugs. You're not getting away with it. And you look like shit. It shows in your face. It shows in your attitude. Mental health, listen, I hear it all the time. And I'm also talking to the same people that are out drinking. Like every night. I'm talking to the same people. Oh, I'm so depressed. I'm like, how's that alcohol working for you? Yeah, no, okay. Stop. Just stop drinking. A lot of people out there drinking. Y'all are drinking. You think I'm beating you up about drinking. I'm not beating you up about drinking. I'm beating you up with what alcohol does to your body. Drink all you want, but you got nothing to say when you feel physically like crap, or your life isn't going in the direction you want it to go, and the things that you want in your life are not happening. Do you have the discipline? Are you an adult? Did you do an adult kind of like life, or are you making excuses for everything you do? And this is like for a lot of people out there, just making excuses for every freaking thing. Like the attachments that you have for past behaviors. Like, if I acted a certain way with my mommy and my daddy, I got certain results. So I'm going to apply those same skills into my life with my friends. And then when your friends are like, man, you're a fucking idiot, or you're a dick, or you're rude, or you're lazy, or man, you got excuses, girl. Check yourself. We're not spending enough time checking who we are. Are you a product of your parents? Because parents suck, yo. Parents suck. And what I mean by parents suck, it's you. It's me. I could be a parent. I feel like a parent sometimes. And what we do is we look at our parents as if they were like some like, whoa, they're like, especially you see on Facebook. I'm actually doing a social media detox. Like I'm taking this month off. I'll post and you'll see me on here, But like all that, like, you know, oh, my mother was the greatest ever. Oh, my father was. There's some amazing people out there. And then it's the same people that are like, you know, oh my God, my childhood sucked. Or my mother was the greatest ever. Meanwhile, she was like prejudiced and bigoted and racist and mean and selfish and narcissistic. And my father was like the greatest ever, mean and narcissistic and self-centered. And you know, and you see that all the time. And then, you know, when the person is like on their deathbed, they're like the greatest person that ever lived. Like, pretty sure your parents were just normal people, just like mine. And don't get me wrong, I love my parents. But I woke up one day and I realized, I'm like, oh, they're just normal people that we label as parents, as the person that came out of my mother. You know, and we look at our life and go, am I making judgments the way that my parents would? And I see this all the time also in people that are like, I'm never going to be like my parents. Yet they treat their kids like shit. Kind of going off on a tangent. But I think that what I wanted to go back to is we're making decisions like of the food we eat, of the choices that we make in life, about exercise habits. Listen, there are a lot of people out there that are just like, I hate to work out. So what did I do today? I threw up on the board and I said to myself, hey, so for the people that are like, I don't want to work out, I'm going to start doing 10-minute workouts. You got 10 minutes, 24 hours in a day. And most of you guys are really lazy. I'm going to call you out on it. You're just lazy. You're lazy and you do the minimal because you think you're busy. You're not busy. You're not busy. Like, you're just not. There's so much time. Because I'll also ask you questions about, you know, let's be honest. How often are you on social media? How often are you watching movies? How often are you watching TV? How often are you're doing things that will occupy spaces of time that could be spent much wiser, like in fixing yourself and in fixing your habits and fixing your discipline and fixing, like, you know, being organized with life, being organized with just you in general. Like, are we taking the time, like, right now to what was meal prep for you guys like yesterday? What did you do? Did you guys go shop? Did you guys get the food that you needed to eat for the day and for the week? Did you get all of the things that you needed so that you do not have to scrounge around or you're hungry? What does your week look like for workouts? It's 9:25. I've already worked out. What about you? Yeah. A lot of you are like super morning lazy people. Yeah. A lot of you are midday lazy people. A lot of you are workout lazy people. I think a lot of you make a lot of excuses. Yeah. So, I made the breakfast you showed us. Yay! Have you walked yet? Yeah. Have you gone outside and done something? Yes. Just back from 45-minute spin class. Yo, Dawn, 3 miles, 100 squat, done. That's my girl, Cheryl. See, that's discipline. That's getting it done. That's not making excuses. That's, Karen, did you ride? No, I haven't even slept yet. I don't know what that means, but what does no, I haven't even slept yet mean? I love when you guys write comments that are just like jacked up. They're like Rubik's Cube puzzles. Like, Let me try to put this puzzle together. Let's see what it means. What do you do when you've fallen off the wagon? So, good morning. We're going to make this Monday makeup. Monday makeup. What do? We got to make up. We got to make up for the bad stuff we did over the weekend. 6:30 bike, yes. Got caught in massive rain and a bunch of wind, I bet. I bet. I'm not ready for the bike yet. I still have a little here. I go, as a lot of you know, I had bilateral carpal tunnel surgery, so I'm still getting through that. I go see a shoulder, the same office. I'm going to go tomorrow because I got some banging bad news the other day. They called and said that I needed and this goes out for you guys. This is like today. This is like so on point for today. They told me that I needed a total shoulder replacement. Yep. That's what they said. So my first reaction was kind of like a punch in the face. Yep. Like, whoa, what? And then I kind of took it to another level really fast. I went to my who am I and what am I made of? Like, okay, so they want to do a shoulder replacement, ball socket, just like bionic, right? So then I went and I decided that that's not an option. And so that I really wanted to look at all my options and try to rebuild. So that's kind of where I'm going to go. Tomorrow I go for some PT and then I'm going to do some negotiating. But yeah, shoulder is bad, like raising it up and stuff like that. So if what I have to do is take a step back and reinvent myself, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to see about rehabbing the shoulder and building up as much as I can. And then we'll go from there. You asked, have we wakes yet? My dog's been coughing the whole night, so I was awake with her, so I'll need to be taking her to the bed. Okay. All right. Puppy coughing. All right, so what do you do when you've fallen off the... Walked. Yeah. Chris, what's up? Welcome, everybody. What to do when you've fallen off the wagon? Again, for most of my clients, Mindset Reset, we've been working on a lot of different elements to our training and our strategy and our eating, intermittent fasting. We talk about losing weight. I brought up a calendar and I kind of wanted to show you guys like kind of how it works and make a little bit of simplicity and logic behind why you guys when you've fallen off the wagon, it's a reset. It's a total reset. And I ask my students, why did you fall off the wagon? Like, what was what was the goal in eating that cake, for example, or drinking that bottle of wine? Oh, it was a party. And I'm like, okay, so talking to you like you're a little kid is just not fun for me sometimes, because I know that I'm working with adults that you can do whatever you want. You don't need me to hold your hand. But I also recognize that there's a point where there's like a dragon chasing its tail, and you'll go from point A to point B. You'll get the discipline, you get the focus, you get the meal prep. You'll go for a week or two. It's usually 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden you've got parties and events, and to me those are just excuses, because I have the same parties and the same events, but I don't drink the alcohol, I don't eat the cake, because I know that that's not where my lifestyle is going to lead me to feeling amazing. At the end of the day, I don't mentally want to feel like crap. You guys can eat all the cake and junk and crap all you want. Here's the deal. You're never going to feel good about it. You're never going to turn around. I've never met one person ever that woke up the next day from eating crap or drinking crap or doing some bad stuff that woke up and said, I am so glad I did that. Never. Not even like potato chips. I'm so glad I ate that bag of potato chips. Woohoo! Never. I have never. Go ahead. Write me a comment. Say, oh yeah, I've done it and I felt amazing. I'm so glad I drank all that shit. Sorry. I know going into it looks attractive. Like, it just looks great. Tequilas and beers and whatever. And woohoo! Rock and party. Never. I don't see that. Like, you wake up at 5 o'clock and you're just like ready to crush a 7-mile run. I just don't hear that. I'm like, whoo, that tequila was so good last night. I cannot wait to run in the morning. I just don't. And listen, drink all the tequila you want. I just don't see the reward, the payoff for it. So I don't do it. And, oh, the cake and the pudding and the ice creams and the cookies and the pastelitos and all of that. It looks amazing. Oh my God, I want it. I'm going to eat it all. But the adult discipline side of me says, I'm not going to feel good eating it. And I'm not going to feel like woohoo about myself either. I'm not going to have like a woohoo about it. And in fact, if you really pay attention to your back brain, that back brain, I'm gonna recommend a great book for you guys called The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. The Untethered Soul, Michael Singer. Get it? It should just be by your coffee table like 24/7. And we talk about attachments, and we talk about, and what he did was he talks about the brain. And he talks about identifying the part of the brain that we actually separate from. Like, who's talking? Like, if you're quiet right now and you're watching or you're listening, who's listening? Who's watching? If you're not talking, who's watching? So there's that part of the brain that we say there's an internal dialogue going on all the time. And sometimes I talk about it like the monkey chatter, like that. I identify it with kind of like the symbolism sometimes is like, eat it. Go ahead, eat it. What's wrong with eating it? There's nothing wrong with eating it. It's going to be really good. It's going to taste really good. You like it. Go ahead and eat it. And then there's that other side of you that's like that super disciplined, like, when you eat it, you're going to feel like, for about 10 seconds. And then once that taste goes past your tongue from the taste sensation, then that's all hell breaks loose. And you're not going to feel good about it. So you have to understand, like, what is it that we do when we've fallen off the wagon? We have to find out why we're falling off the wagon. What benefit to falling off the wagon do you have? And you know what? Listen, guys, Friday night rocks. You want to go out with your friends and have a bunch of drinks? Go for it. Saturday night comes, you want to go out with your friends and have a bunch of drinks? Go for it. Sunday night comes around, whatever. Sunday, woohoo, 12 o'clock. That's not where I live my life. I don't live my life for the weekends. I don't live my life for the happy hour. I don't live my life for the cocktail. I don't have a reward system that's built like that. My reward system is built in, I'm going to the gym and I'm going to crush it. That's my happy hour. My happy hour lives inside of taking care of my body. My happy hour exists inside of the books that I read. My happy hour exists inside of the passion that I'm developing. My happy hour resides in the people that I surround myself. My happy hour lives inside of how I better my body and how I can share that with you guys. My happy hour lives inside how I can take better care of my body so that I don't wake up one day and go, damn, I'm out of time. And now my body will not do what I want it to do. I cannot lose the weight I wanted to lose. I now have this disease and that disease and this disease and that disease. And yeah, I'm pounding the table because I'm talking to a lot of you that are out there going, I don't know how to lose weight. Well, you keep eating shit, and I'll tell you why. Because you're not disciplined. You're not focused. You're living some like half-baked life. Oh, poor me. Not doing the work. You got 24 hours in a day. Most of you guys are sucking up the 24 hours like you're just throwing it away. You're throwing your day away. You know that commercial that goes, it's like a Marines commercial, and they're like, we do more before 12 than you do all week kind of thing. It's like, yeah, I do more. I'm up and out and going, and it's the best feeling ever. It's the best feeling ever. You're up, you're out, you're going, you're getting shit done. It's 12 o'clock, and you're like, huh? What? You're getting stuff done. You don't need to make excuses for your life. You don't need to make excuses for getting rid of negative people in your life. You know why you fall off the wagon too? Because you got people around you. The people that surround you are like, come on, let's have that drink. Come on, why are we having that drink? Some of you live with people. Some of you sleep with people. There's somebody right next to you right now that's pulling you down that bunny trail. I'm being nice by calling it a bunny trail. Right? You're living with people right next to you. And you know what that's like, where you're giving your energy to somebody? I've done it. I know I have done that. You're in a relationship with somebody who's just sucking the life out of you. And you end up giving your soul away. And I don't mean that like, in the sky, ding ding kind of soul. I mean like your constitution, what you're made of. You give that away. Okay, one drink. And you're like, no, I don't drink. No, bitch, I don't drink alcohol. Get the fuck away from me. Not a lot of you get that in you. And I'm going to give you that. Here, ready? Poof. I'm going to poof you guys. And I want you to start saying no to people that you love. I love you. Such bullshit. Such, I love you. I double dog dare you to not say I love you. I double dog dare you to say I care for you. I don't love you. You know what happens? Here's a listen. I learned this. One heartbreak way too many in my life, but I learned this, and I keep this very close to me. And I see this all the time. Like way too much. You fall in love. Just a bunch of crap. Just a bunch of chemicals going off. That's all. There's no such thing as falling in love. You don't fall in love. Love is like, show me where your dumb ass is in 20 years. You still there? you might love me. Because you put up with 20 years of my shit. Not the 6 months of my like sexy self, but the 20 years of my like dumbass self. Like me and my dumbass. You still here? That could be love. But you see people all the time And this is all going to make sense in a second. Just hang tight. Why'd you fall off the wagon? Because you're with somebody that you fell in love with. And then you start compromising. You start compromising. You start giving away pieces of your life. You're like, all right, I'll go. But one drink and that's it. Excuse me. One drink and that's it. All right. One piece of cake, that's it. A small piece, that's it. We're out. Come on, babe. Let's stay a little longer. No, I told you one drink. And then all of a sudden, there you are. Your soul has been sucked out of your body. And you're now with somebody who is taking you down a road that you don't belong on. Why did you fall off the wagon? Because there I am doing shit that I don't believe in my soul because I haven't had the moment and clarity and discipline to say no. Say no to the people around you that are not living up to your integrity. Go around and say, no, I don't do that. I gave up defining love as attraction and good sex. I only love those that have earned it. Absolutely. Go Marie. Listen, you guys, there's a component inside of us that say, you know, I met somebody that I'm going to have sex with for the rest of my life. It's such crap. You guys sex is so overrated. It just is. Like, sex in your mind is an amazing thing. Sex in your mind is an amazing thing. And if you make a personal connection with somebody who's not trying to, like, kill you, right? Like somebody that's on your playing field. Yeah, you know what? This is how I live my life, and these are the things that I enjoy. You want to come my way? Let's go. Let's have fun. Oh, and we get along on all these other things too? That's great. That's awesome. But you building yourself up based on somebody's like genitals? That's just gross. That's just gross. That's just gross. It's gross and it's immature and it's stupid. And that's why so many people get married way too young and have kids and divorce, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's just a scam. It's just a ripoff. And then you wake up at 40, you're divorced, and it's a mess, and it's a mess, and it's just stupid. And then you're out there going, did I even love that person? And that's why I believe that we make mistakes and we fall off of our wagons. We fall off of our emotional wagons. We fall off of our love for ourself wagons. It's time to get back on your own fucking emotional love wagon. Get back on your own love wagon, and then you don't fall off your wagon. That's the answer. What to do when you've fallen off of your wagon? First of all, I have like the red radio flyer wagon in my head. Like my chatter is like looking at that wagon. Elliot. And then you get back on that wagon. You're like, hey, I got this. And be by yourself. And separate yourself. Separate yourself from the bullshit. Separate yourself from people that don't live according to your rules. I talk in Mindset Reset we talked weeks ago about what is I used the term Bible, and I meant that more like because I don't believe in God, and I'm not the spiritual ding-ding person. I am more of a moral code person. I'm like, do the right thing. That's my religion. Do the right things. I am married 30 years and have an excellent, yes, good. I love when I hear people say, I've been married for 30 years. I have friends that are just celebrated 20 years, and they're the cutest ever. And I do have a lot of friends that have been together for a long time, and they really have their shit together. And one of the foundation core of, I think, like lasting relationships, marriage with equals, yeah. And I don't believe in marriage because I think marriage also makes you with somebody because I say, if you were not married with paper, would you still be with that person? And if you can say honestly yes, that's cool. That's like but I'm married because one, I don't have a job, I don't have money, so this guy supports me and I'll do whatever he says because whatever, it's easier that way. And I see that a lot. And then I go, yeah, but you've like sold yourself to the devil and you've given your integrity away. But when you guys are on equal footing and you can say, hey, let's bring this together, let's work it out together. You live by a moral code. You live by a, you know, and Laura, you're a great example. When you talk about, I'm going to eat this and you are going to eat that. But don't try to get me to eat that and I won't try to get you to eat that. You do you, I do me, and we're happy. Because I've never seen two people together that were exactly the same. I've never seen people that come together and they're like perfectly the same. You have a lot of things in common. You may have a lot of things that you love doing together, but I think that they're without papers. Yeah. See, that's how you do it. You stay together for a long time and like, we're good, like super good. Yeah. Because I think paper makes people. Yeah, Lori's amazing. I don't know how you did that. I think that there's a lot of things that you should have in common. I think that you should have like a common interest. You should have common goals. I think you should have common likes and dislikes because there's nothing worse than being with somebody. Yeah, we're not the same. I think that there's, you know, I've been with people that are just like me and I've been with people that are not like me. And I've been with more people that are not like me. And it works or it doesn't work. But I think, and at the end of the day, your common values towards, hey, are you making me a better person? Are you lifting me up instead of pushing me down? Best friends. Yeah, I love the whole, I want to marry my best friend kind of thing. It's an adventure. Yeah. Yeah, I think that there's got to be a commonality of like, do you want to have fun and get along? I think it's a challenge. I think relationships are really a super challenge. Anyway, back to Monday Makeup. Monday Makeup is about what do you do when you've fallen off the wagon? And a lot of people think of falling off the wagon like drinking. It's not just drinking. It's a moral code. You know, when you've fallen off that moral code wagon, when you're doing things to go against your behaviors, you know, we're all designed differently. All of us little snowflakes are designed completely different. And I think that we're driven by certain things, you know, and some people love art and some people love music and some people love dance and some people love food and some people love to go to the movies and some people love to travel. And my mother loved to travel and my father went nowhere. And I just saw that relationship for myself as something that I did not want. I did not want a relationship like my parents at all. And as much as I know that my mother loved my father loved my mother, I just saw two people that just could have done a lot different for their lives, and spending their entire 38 years they were together until my father passed away. And you know, I never really wanted to see that for myself, and I really want to put that out there for you guys. A moral code, falling off the wagon is a personal choice. It's a personal choice to stand in your own belief systems, you know, to stand in your own light, and you know, like you are your own superhero with or without another person. You know, what is it that you're going to do for yourself and for your life and say, I want to do this, 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 and this. Are you with me? No? Then you go your way. But don't keep me in like my darkness. Oh yeah, Darcy! Right on. Little crab in the house. But again, living in your own light and living in your own truth. They say your truth. What is your truth? You know, Can I connect with somebody that I can say, this is my truth, these are the things that I value, these are the things that I want, these are the things that I'm a lot of people will say, these are the things I want, but in order to be with this person, I've got to negotiate my want for the person that I want to be with. And like red flag right there, then that's not the person you should be with. You want to be with somebody who illuminates your wants. Oh, those are the things you want? Great. Let's do them. And I'll support you. Maybe I don't want to jump out of a plane, because I just don't. Like, people tell me, Lisa, jump out of a plane, you'll love it. I'm like, just the whole thought makes me nauseous. Like, no, pretty sure I don't know. Oh no, Lisa, you're gonna love it. Of all people, you're so no, I don't like. The thought of jumping out of a plane, just like the whole stressing of it, the whole thought of like, the whole thing makes me nauseous. Like, I'm good with my feet on the ground. Like cruises. Like, I've never been on a cruise, and I will tell you right now, I have no interest in going on a cruise. I just don't get it. It's not my thing. Like, I see people on cruises and the ship and the whole time, like, I get nauseous thinking about it. Oh no, Lisa, you would love it because of all the food. I'm like, no, I would hate that. And no, just being like with that many people, like, I'm an introvert. Like, I don't want to be, last thing I want to do is be, hey, go to like New Mexico and be in the forest and be in the woods by yourself. Now we're talking. Go camping? Now we're talking. Like, alone? Yeah. That's me. That's my thing. That's my role, right? What do you do when you've fallen off your wagon? You got to find out what your wagon is made of. You got to find out what you want in your life. What do you want to do? And you got to do it now, you guys. I know we are in a national, global, pandemic, but we need to start thinking about our future. We need to start thinking, because this is not going to last. This is just not going to last. Nothing ever lasts. Nothing ever lasts. And we need to get to a place where we can go, where is it that we're going to go? How am I going to deliver my passion? I've never been happier than during this time of the pandemic, because I've been able to reach out to so many people, and so many people I've been able to help, and so many people that have connected with me in my group. You guys, $99. Mindset Reset, 5 weeks. We're rolling this over. We're in a strengths program. We're moving into another group of Mindset Reset people. We've got a bunch of new people that are jumping on board. Why not start something right now to get yourself organized? Get yourself out on discipline. Stop falling off your wagon. Get organized about your wagon. If any of this content has resonated with you also, I work for free. I'm here for you guys every day. Mostly every day. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday now. Mindset Reset tonight. We've got a Zoom call, and we're going to be talking about a lot of fun things tonight. Get your diet in order. Get your day organized. Get your mindset really reset. Reset. A lot of you have gained weight during this COVID period. Let's get that weight off. Let's get back to where you need to be. Let's get yourself like super fired up. Guys, I've got a 10-minute workout. I'm going to go ahead and drop out of here and reset the video. And I'm going to walk you guys through the workout. And it's only a 10-minute workout. And that was one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about, is that today's workout is super easy, super simple. It's a 10-minute total workout. You guys go ahead and start warming up right now. I'll be back here in like 5 minutes. We need a kettlebell, and that's it. Kettlebell on the mat, and we're ready to go. I'll see you guys here. Venmo, PayPal. Remember, like, share, comment, set up a watch party. Mindset Reset, if you guys need information, go ahead and write the word STRONG down below, and I will reach out to you guys. I will see you in 5.